What do you think about the situation that's going on in Baltimore right now?
What situation's going on in Baltimore?
All right, so how you doing today?
Good.
Have you heard about what's going on in Baltimore?
Nope.
Have you heard anything about it?
Nope. I am completely in the dark.
It's not so good for Baltimore right now. Have you heard what's going on there?
Nope.
Have you heard about what's going on in Baltimore?
Yeah, vaguely.
You guys heard about what's going on in Baltimore?
Definitely.
Yes,
Everyone
of
has.
course.
Everyone. Every single person has.
Do you think it's fair what's going on there and how the media is portraying it?
No, that's not fair. They're making it seem like when black people riot, it's horrible and we're looting. But meanwhile, after a football game or a basketball game, whether your team wins or loses, a white college can riot all they want, and they're just blowing
that's
off
called a
steam.
gathering.
Oh,
Well, when
really?
white people gather,
It's a
that's a gathering,
and
yeah.
they started a couple of fires, and 150 people got arrested, and 20 cops got injured. But they don't report it as a riot. They don't report it as something that's damaging. It's all fun and games, and it happened. But we should be looking at the cause of the cancer, not the symptoms of it, you know what I mean? This riot is just a symptom of the fact that there's no justice in the black community, especially when our oppressors are still oppressing us, and they put white cops in our community that kill us, and you ask us to be quiet about it. I mean, and then you want to be mad when we aren't quiet about it, so that's not fair at all.
Well, my opinion is that police brutality is out of control. It's racist. They're targeting young black men, and it needs to stop.
Do you think it's fair how the media is covering the situation?
No, because they're focusing on the people, the small percentage of people who are choosing to riot, which that's not the majority of the people protesting in Baltimore.
Okay, so I'm just going to play devil's advocate for now. So do you think the people who are rioting and maybe shouldn't be stealing and doing all these things causing the cops to maybe go with it, out of their bounds in order to uphold peace and whatnot?
No, I don't. I think it's people are powerless. They have no voice. They're angry. They want justice, and that's what's happening. I definitely think they target black men. Like, there's no question. There's no question.
I try to stay away from the media. The media itself kind of makes you distracted. It's kind of like black people has always been getting shot down from cops for a very long time. My people are working very hard to making this future, especially for the black community and most likely the world, is working through peace. You know what I'm saying? And the way to distract somebody from doing that is bringing up all these images of like, yo, you're losing. This is another one dead, another one dead.
How do you tell people that they have no options? You don't give them jobs. They're constantly being mistreated by the police. And then when something does happen, then the police are not reprimanded. People don't want to say. People always say, yeah, there's a good cop, there's good cops. Yes, there's good cops, but the whole system itself is basically saying that our lives don't matter. And not just black people, there's a lot of other people too. When people are not getting in trouble for what they do, it's representative of the whole system. So now you're putting good cops with bad cops.
They're kind of making that a whole. Like, these couple of people that are causing the problems, they kind of translate that to everybody's doing it. So
I see, yeah.
And you have too many good ones that are actually just out there protesting. They're actually trying to say their word. They're actually trying to say their piece.
What's happening from the genesis of it, of white cops shooting black people, causing tension there, causing more tension by only showing black people doing things that are despicable and reprehensible. And that's not a quality of being black. That's a quality of people being angry.
Being oppressed, definitely.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure there's white people doing plenty of violent things as well.
There were white people looting, but they didn't make the news.
It's horrible that police can do whatever they want in America and get away with it, and then when people try to stand up for that, we're looked at as bad guys, and then we're targeted, and then it becomes this big explosion of like chaos.
Yeah. So did you hear about what's going on with the kid that got kidnapped by militarized police?
What?
What do you think about that?
That's the New World Order, yo. It's like you should be aware of population control. Everyone who's listening, the people should have the power. The people have the power. We're just not aware of it yet.
How do you think about how the media's covering it?
I don't know if I can curse. But
You could curse, it's fine.
Media's full of shit, yo. They only show what they want to show you, yo. They don't show you the real things that's going on. They never will, yo. Don't watch the news.
More than just looting, some of them are like getting food. So because maybe they don't have anything to eat because a lot of shit's going on out there, and they're really struggling. So they're not only stealing like fucking clothes and all that extra bullshit, but like they need to survive, so they're stealing food sometimes. My dad is actually black.
Really? So
Yeah. I mean, they shoot innocent young black boys or men, for that matter, and they're tired of all the oppression and like just being stepped on all the time. They just want to get the respect that they deserve, that everybody deserves.
Yeah, I think that we as people need to stop blaming others for the actions that we are committing. And if we take responsibility for what we ourselves are doing and worry about trying to make ourselves better and, live the best way we can, then I think that we can all get along together.
I'm an African American. Other African Americans break the law, but I'm still in that stereotype that I'm one of them. You feel me? It's nothing against the bad cops. They doing their job, but at the same time, the good cops don't outweigh the bad cops in these incidents.
It's bad because it's not going on just in Baltimore. It's going on here. The only reason they're not doing it here is because they can't get away with it. If they could get away with it, they would. The cops, all cops, here, everywhere, need to be retrained, reprogrammed, because they think that gun and that badge gives them a license to kill. That's all they are. All they are is a publicized gang. And that's how I feel about the NYPD. They are a publicized gang. They talk about the Bloods, they talk about the Crips, but y'all not talking about the NYPD. They out here busting kids' heads open, grabbing kids up that's like minors and treating them like adults. And nobody's saying nothing about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. These cops all need to be reprogrammed, deactivated and reprogrammed because they don't know what they're doing. They taking this law into their own hands now. But then if the public start taking the law into their own hands, then they want to say that we're breaking the law. The cops are breaking the law every day. Nobody's stopping them. People dying from doing nothing. How many people been killed so far for nothing behind the cops? One reaching for a cell phone got killed. One broke up a fight and got choked out and he's an asthmatic. They're not being treated just like everybody else in the world. They'll lock one of us up, but they get off. A boy in my own projects got shot going in the staircase in pink houses, going down because the elevator was taking too long.
Wow.
Cop opened the door, got startled, had his gun out. Why's your gun out? And shot this man dead. His man is leave behind kids and a wife. Bring them back into the academy and teach them all over again. Because whatever they learned, they taking it a step further. Cops are the problem. They making the cops the victims. What about us? We not victims? Our sons are not victims. Our men are not victims. But these cops are getting off. They put one cop in hiding. They put him in hiding to protect him. But he killed somebody's son, somebody's husband, somebody's father. But he's in hiding? You got to be kidding me.
Do you have any words for the people in Baltimore if they're going to watch this?
My prayers go out to you. I hope you get what you want. I hope one day that this fucking police brutality shit, it comes to an end.
For the people in Baltimore, I just say you guys should pray every day and keep your head up.
If anybody from Baltimore is watching, do you have any words for them?
I'm behind y'all 100%. Whatever y'all decide to do, I'm with y'all. I'm not there physically, but mentally and emotionally, I'm with y'all. I got sons too.